Hello, middle school students. I have desperately tried to get Evie into this video, and she is not playing along. She is an apex predator. She is hunting for treats in the corners of rooms, digging under the beds. She will not be confined to this space, so I apologize for Evie's absence. I'm here to tell you a little bit of piping hot World War II era computer programmer gossip. And if you think you've heard gossip before, you've never heard gossip if you haven't heard World War II era computer programmer gossip. Listen to this. In the Expedition documentary that we watched today, Top Secret Rosies by Leanne Erickson, we heard about all of these women who were the computers during World War II. They were figuring out the trajectories for the ballistics. They, in large part, helped the Allies win the war. When Mrs. Horesney first brought up this expedition and showed the middle school teachers Top Secret Rosies, I started to do some research into the women who were the computers of World War II and eventually the first computer programmers of the ENIAC right at the end of World War II, right after the end of World War II. Here's my juicy, piping hot gossip. John Mauchly, creator of the ENIAC, along with that other guy, Eckert, is married to a woman named Mary Mauchly. She was one of the women who trained the women computers to solve these huge equations to figure out the trajectory of the ballistics during World War II. So John is busy creating the ENIAC. Mary, his wife, is busy training all of these young mathematicians to help solve equations on the World War II scene to help us win the war against the Axis powers. Flash forward to 1946. The war's been over a year. John Mauchly and Mary Mauchly, power couple of World War II, they're tired, right? They worked really hard. They helped win the war. They're taking a vacation. They go to the Jersey Shore. They are relaxing. They're probably swimming a lot. They're probably taking some naps. They're sunbathing. This was before people were wearing a lot of sunscreen, so they're probably sunbathing a little bit too much. But they didn't need to worry about that. Here's why. John Mauchly's taking a little bit of a nap. Oh, here comes the apex predator. Hey, Abby. John Mauchly's taking a nap on the Jersey Shore. He falls asleep, of course, because he's napping. And he wakes up and he's like, oh, what? It's been like 15 minutes. Where's my wife? And he's worried because he doesn't know where his wife went when he was napping. Well, turns out Mary Mauchly had gone for a swim in the ocean and drowned. She's dead off the coast of New Jersey while John Mauchly was taking a little nap. The police come, as they should, and they investigate and they interview John Mauchly for 8 hours. For 8 hours they interview this guy. They figure out that it was just an accident. It was not a murder. Everything's resolved. John Mauchly goes about his life grieving for his wife. Then, less than 2 years later, he gets remarried. He gets remarried to Kay McNulty. Kay McNulty, who was also one of the women training the women computers of World War II, who was also one of the first computer programmers on the ENIAC. So basically, Mary and John power couples, colleague and friend, Kay McNulty. John Mauchly, after his wife dies, gets remarried to that woman. That is some piping hot gossip. Alongside this, John Mauchly apparently racked up a few professional enemies, probably people who were jealous because, he created a computer and they're like, I wish that I had created the computer. So these people are kind of playing up this little scandal that's not really a scandal. Like, oh, your wife died while you were napping. That's convenient. And then you got remarried to your colleague who also happened to be her colleague. That's a little bit suspicious. All of this is scattered around the internet in these weird little places, obituaries, police reports, news articles. And I went into this big deep dive into it because I thought it was fascinating because I love gossip almost as much as I love Evie. So I want you to find something that you love as much as I love digging into computer programming gossip. For this reading expedition, you're going to look at the list that your reading teachers have put together of all these amazing Rosies from World War II, women who have been, for the most part, left out of predominant history. You're going to pick one of these women and you're going to do a deep dive into her life the way that I did a deep dive into Mary Mockley. You might not find anything scandalous or gossipy, but you will definitely find interesting things. You will definitely find important things. What we want for you to do is see that these historical figures are people with really important, interesting stories, just like you, just like your teachers, and we want you to humanize the history stories. So pick a Rosie and bring her back to life for us.